How's it hanging, YouTube? Peter here, your Ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another review of Doctor Who. I'm really enjoying these specials. Before we get into it, please do hit that like and subscribe button for future content. So this is the second of the specials, the Wild Blue Yonder, I think it's called. It was a really interesting episode, starring David Tennant and Catherine Tate twice. And if you've seen the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. It starts off with this kind of historical piece, which was interesting and sets things up for a joke as the episode goes on. We get the TARDIS crashing on an alien spaceship and it's damaged. I like the way that they use the sonic screwdriver to start repairing the TARDIS, but negate the sonic screwdriver for the rest of the episode, because I think it starts to over-rely on that a bit. We get some real good action and it starts to get quite atmospheric in this episode. It was kind of billed as a bit of a horror, scary story, which I can see where they were coming from. We get the realization that the spaceship is empty and there's nobody around for some reason, and then you get them kind of exploring ways of trying to figure out what the hell's going on. You get this tremendous bit with "my arms are too long," which I loved, where we're introduced to these creatures from the void, basically, who are duplicates of the Doctor and Donna. There's some interesting special effects here. I did quite like this. A bit of body horror, which I quite enjoyed. It was a little bit reminiscent of The Thing. But what I would say is when action starts and we get a heavy reliance on CGI, it looks pretty cack, I have to say. And it was a little bit disjointing. I get where they were going with this, but it was a bit of a shame it didn't look better. As ever, David Tennant's performance and Catherine Tate's performance is absolutely top notch. I love it. There are some real funny elements to this. I enjoyed the introduction of this new alien species, and the horror element of it was quite interesting. I think they could have gone much darker with this if they'd wanted, but it was sufficiently creepy, I guess, for the younger audience. As ever, Tennant's performance was phenomenal. The emotion in this episode and the callback to previous episodes really shone through for me. In fact, these were highlights. This particular issue here where he's discussing, you know, some of the previous Doctor Who lore with Donna was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. So yeah, I love that element. We also get this. We get good old Wilf back, which I adore. Such a shame that this gentleman passed away. But yeah, great to see him back on our screens for one last outing with the Doctor. Overall, I thought this episode was phenomenal. Really enjoyed it. Recommend you check it out. Okay guys, that's your whack. Thank you for watching, and as ever, we will catch you next time. Take care.